the Mississippi Delta, is a predominantly black region because of the movement of enslaved Africans from, New Orleans on up the river into Greenville. And, the Delta was actually settled mainly after the Civil War. There are a few Delta towns like Clarksdale that are considered to be antebellum. It was an old ancient swamp with large trees that had to be cleared, and it was slave labor that cleared that land and made way for cotton production. And because the soil there was so rich and there was such an international demand for cotton, that became a hotbed of cotton production, and cotton was king at that time going into, the latter part of the 19th century. That all was really happening there. And so the culture of the people, that was a hotbed for the culture, the food, the music, and all of that. So, there's so much of the American story, American culture that comes from the Mississippi Delta. Black people were used for free labor or cheap labor. We're not allowed to leave. Not until agriculture was mechanized was it okay, we're done with you, you can leave. And I think with the work that we're doing, we are trying to say to people, okay, you can get out and come back. You're encouraged to get out and work and explore and interact with different people. And again, do it with pride in your own cultural heritage. You have something to contribute.
Yes.
You've been told that you're not worth anything because you're from the Mississippi Delta. And that's the poor blues, and it's the poorest region, the poorest state in the United States. And there are all these horrible things that happen there, lynchings and all of that. But now people want to learn about all of that in order to move into a brighter future. And so those who are, again, from those source communities, those whose parents and grandparents and great-grandparents experienced that, and it's encoded in them, it is time for them to be at the table telling the stories. And so how do we create opportunities for that? That is what I see here in terms of coming here and shedding light on the fact that, yes, if you didn't know, now you know, blues comes from black culture. It comes from black oppression. It comes, and these are the stories that blues tells. And this is why it should be celebrated and understood.